it's too ragged taking all the hot water.
Don't look at me, Vera, because I've been sat here past hour waiting for the bathroom.
It were Norris.
I don't see why the accusing finger should be pointed at me.
That's because you was in there and you was having a bath because I heard the water.
It may not be one of your regular habits, Tyrone, but some of us do take baths.
Yeah, well, you had one last night as well.
Look, why can't you take a shower like everybody else? Then there'd be enough hot water for everybody.
But it's not just a matter of cleanliness. To bathe is an act of meditation. It relaxes the body, clears the minds. The Romans understood.
Yes, but the Romans didn't have to share a bathroom with you, did they?
Hey, you were reading that. Look, Tyrone. Will you go and switch the immersion on, will you? By the time you've had your breakfast, the water will be warm. All right?
Here, Billy. Will you eat your breakfast and stop dropping it on the floor?
Yeah, have you read this?
I was trying to.
It says here that a young fella jumped into the sea to save a little lad, you know, from drowning. But then he just went and nobody knows who he is.
Come on, you. Let's get you ready before we have to go out.
And according to the mother of the lad, she said this bloke had 2 children of his own. That's you, innit? Yes, that's why you came home with all your clothes wet through. It is you, innit?
Oh, Vera, he wasn't drowning. He just fell off his lilo and I waded in and pulled him out. There was nothing to it.
So why didn't you tell us?
Because I've been out to tell.
Oh, that's not what they reckon here. An act of rare and unselfish heroism. You're talking about rewarded.
Oh, Jack, you know the newspapers. They always blow everything out of proportion.
Look, Gary, start at the beginning.
I've already told you. I pulled him and his dinghy out of the water. That's all there is to it.
Well, why didn't you tell them who you were?
Tell who? It was all over and done within a couple of minutes.
Well, the paper certainly wants to know who you are.
Well, I don't want naught to do with them. I've had enough of their malarkey in the past. Now, come on, you. Let's go and get Becky and let's get out.
I think you're being really childish, you know. Just because you ignore me doesn't mean I'm going to disappear in a puff of smoke.
Don't start. I'm here for my dad.
I'm here for your dad too. It doesn't mean we can't talk to each other.
Yeah, but I know you, Linda. One thing always leads to another. But I've made my mind up. He's never going to find out about us. He's never even going to suspect. It's over. You're not going to talk me out of it.
Who says I was going to try? All I'm worried about is you walk in there with your miserable gob. He's going to think you don't want to be here. And that's going to do him the power of good, isn't it?
Hey, hang on.
Smile.
What time do you call this?
Dad, what are you doing out of bed?
I'm checking out. I don't like this hotel. It's costing me a fortune, the food's rubbish, and there's no minibar.
Oh, don't be daft. You can't just get up and leave.
I feel fine.
You're supposed to be resting.
I can rest better at home. This is like Piccadilly Circus.
I've paged the doctor, Mr. Baldwin, and I really do think you should wait and see him before you consider leaving.
Listen, love, I've got my next appointment with a consultant lined up. I've got my pills. All I'm doing here is twiddling my thumbs. I thought you were short of beds.
I really do think you should advise your father against this.
Listen to her, will you, Dad? She is the expert.
And I'm the expert on how I feel. All right, I've had a bit of a heart attack, but I'm not dead yet, and I'm not intending to be, right? The doctor said rest. I think I can do that better in my own home, all right?
I don't want to upset you, Mr. Baldwin. If you want to discharge yourself against medical advice, in the end, it's your choice.
Exactly. Now, where do I sign?
So what we're doing today, then?
Whatever you want.
Can we do something on our own?
Come in, love. Here he is, the lad himself.
Mr. Mallet, you've led us quite a dance.
Sorry?
Well, I knew you weren't going to push yourself forward, so I thought newspaper.
Oh, Vera, that's what I didn't want.
He's a lovely lad, but he's a bit shy.
Oh, which is all to his credit.
I'm sorry, mate. You've had a wasted journey. You'll get nought out of me.
Oh, but I'm the one bearing gifts, Mr. Mallet. My editor wants to pay for a slap-up meal in one of Blackpool's finest restaurants for you and Mrs. Shipley. That's the lady whose son you so heroically plucked from the waves.
See? I knew it'd be worth it.
Where's the catch?
There is no catch. Our readers merely get the pleasure of seeing a hero rewarded.
Coming to a restaurant with us, have they?
No, obviously not. We just take a picture of you and Mrs. Shipley off for a night out together.
There's the catch.
Mr. Mallet, she's a lovely girl. You get a free meal at the poshest place in town, and if I'm not much mistaken, she's extremely grateful to you, which means your luck could be in if you take me meaning.
Oh, I'll get your meaning all right, sunshine. And you can take it right back to your editor and tell him where to shove it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
think we shocked him a bit, you know. He's been a bit prickly since Judy died.
Judy?
His wife, yeah. Lovely lass. It shocked everybody where she went like that. Oh.
Sounds terrible. And how exactly did she go, Mrs. Duckworth?
Right, come on, you. On the sofa, put your feet up and you've not to move.
Well, now that I'm home, I don't intend to.
And I'm phoning that consultant, Mike, and I'm going to tell him exactly what you've done.
I'll just put these in the bedroom.
He said I could come home at the weekend. What's a couple of days, more or less?
But what am I supposed to do if something happens to you, eh?
It won't. Don't worry.
I do worry.
Right, what about the factory?
And you can forget about the factory. You're not going near it. At least 2 weeks off, that's what the doctor said. And I'll tie you to this flaming sofa if I have to.
Oh, things are looking up, eh?
Listen, try not to worry about the factory, Dad. I'll sort it out, OK?
I'm not worried. Have you been down this morning?
No, not yet, but I'll go over now and make sure everything's OK.
Good idea. Once that lot realise I'm out of action, they start taking liberties. You mark my words.
Try not to worry about anything, OK?
I'm not worried. Don't you worry either, all right?
OK. All right, well, I'll see you later then.
Yeah.
Do you fancy a cup of tea?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm sorry, Gary. I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, I know you didn't, do you?
Hey, this place takes me back a bit. It's where me and our Jack used to do his courting.
I bet you used to dance the night away, didn't you, Vera?
Well, it were a bit different then. None of this wiggling and wobbling.
You're right there, Vera, love. True elegance belongs in the ballroom. A sprung floor beneath your feet. Crystal chandelier over your head.
Hey, shall we go in and have a look?
Hey, why not? Come on.
Hey, Tyrone, you'll still go with Gary and twins to beach, won't you?
Yeah, great.
Me and Judy went up Blackpool Tower once. And just for a minute, everybody disappeared and we just stood there holding hands. Felt like we're on top of the world. I'll never forget that.
Well, are we going beach or what?
No, you don't have to come beach with me. You're on holiday. Go and have fun.
Cheers, mate. You're a pal.
See you later.
See ya.
How's Emily bearing up?
What, Ian? Yeah, she's fine.
It must have been an unnerving experience for a woman of her advancing years.
No, she's a tough old bird. Takes more than a couple of burgers to frighten her.
Oh, I have been giving some thought to the prospect of a neighbourhood watch scheme, prevention being better than cure, so to speak.
I think that's a really good idea.
I don't. It just gives all the local gossips and thugs a chance to air their prejudices. Now, it goes against my nature, but in this case, I think we're better off leaving it to the police.
Yes, well, perhaps I'll go around and canvass Emily's opinion.
It's a bit early for lunch, isn't it, ladies?
Oh, how's your dad? Did they let him out yet?
Yeah, came home today. And he's not going to be very happy when he hears you lot have been skiving off.
Then don't tell him. Won't want to bring on another seizure, would we?
Once they've had one, it's the thin end of the wedge. It's just a matter of time.
It was only a mild heart attack, and the doctors expect him to make a full recovery.
Well, they tell you that, don't they? Because they don't want you to get upset.
I want you lot back in the factory at 1 o'clock, OK?
Oh, come on.
I mean it. Dinner break is an hour.
Hey, don't start waving that big stick like your old man. Doesn't suit you, love. No, I don't know what he's so mind about.
What's that supposed to be?
It's cottage cheese salad. It's your dinner. It's one of the meals on the diet sheet. Here.
Well, I'm sorry, Don. They can carry me out in a box, but I'm not eating a cottage cheese salad.
Nice piece of fillet steak, that's what he needs. I say, nice piece of fillet steak. Put some colour in his cheeks.
Yes, Fred, but he's having cottage cheese salad or he starves.
When it comes to being a nurse, she hasn't exactly got the gentle touch, has she? Another drop of scotch, Fred?
Don't mind if I do.
And don't you even think about having a drink yourself, Mike, or I'll smash that decanter over your head.
See what I'm up against.
Bye. She's a feisty young wench, is that one? And if you ask me, it's stress what's put you in that condition in the first place.
Yeah, I do work too hard at times, I admit that.
I work hard and all. But I don't come home to the demands of a young filly. If you want my opinion, it's that what's done you in.
You're probably right. But I tell you what, Fred, it's worth it.
is so elegant in here, Norris. I feel like I've been transported back in time.
I know. We could be at the Duchess of Richmond's ball on the night before Waterloo.
Is that somewhere you went years ago?
Only in my dreams, Vera. Only in my dreams.
You're all right. I'm coming. Oh, Roy, you better come in.
I'm sorry to knock so loud, and I was fairly sure that you would be in.
Please, don't apologise. I must have dropped off. Come through.
Are you all right, Emily?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Oh, it's just I haven't been sleeping too well lately.
I did want to talk to you about the possibility of setting up a neighbourhood watch scheme, but perhaps now's not convenient.
Good heavens, is that the time? I should have been at the hospital half an hour ago.
You're not unwell, are you?
Oh, no, the Friends of Weatherfield Hospital, I do their book trolley.
Well, I don't want to hold you up.
Oh, perhaps I should phone, because they'll be wondering where I am.
Yeah, well, I'll come back later then, shall I?
Oh, what did I do with their phone number? I'm always losing phone numbers.
Yes, well, I'll let myself out.
Oh, yes, thank you, Roy.
I'll tell you one thing, Michael. I never thought I'd see you beat me to an heart attack.
I wouldn't have believed that myself.
My doctor's always on at me. Lose weight, stop smoking.
Yeah, it just shows you. They don't know what they're talking about themselves half the time.
They don't, I say they don't. Still, it must give you pause for thought.
Yeah, but then I ask myself, do I want to go through life as an invalid, eating rabbit food? Or enjoy myself and go out in style? I've worked hard and I've played hard. If it all ends tomorrow, then, well, so be it. I've got no regrets.
Not a bad philosophy, is that? I take it all your affairs are in order.
Well, yeah, more or less.
If I go tomorrow, our Ashley will cop for lot.
Well, Mark's the main beneficiary under my will.
I'm just popping out.
But don't you worry, love. All that'll change when we get hitched. Don't you worry. You will be well provided for.
I'd have a lot less to worry about, Mike, if you'd just take it easy and stop acting so tough.
Well, I've got to be tough if I'm going to be married to you, haven't I?
Wedding plans going ahead, then?
Oh, yeah. Full steam ahead.
Is that wise under circumstances?
Well, this little business has taught me one thing, Fred. None of us are here forever. So get on with it. It's later than you think.
Shall we,
Oh, go on then. But to be honest with you, I haven't done a proper quick step for years. Our Jack's got two left feet.
Oh, you don't think he'd mind, do you, if he knew you were in the arms of another man?
This place has brought gallantry out in you, Norris. I didn't know you had it in you.
Neither did I.
I've been looking all over for you. You're supposed to be at the factory.
Yeah, well, I was. But it feels like I'm stepping into his shoes before he's even gone. I can tell you that's doing my head in.
This is as much a shock for me as it is for you, you know. How do you think I feel?
I just want to pack up and go and get as far away from this mess as possible.
Well, you can. You're a big boy now, Mike. That means staying and taking some responsibility. Your dad's had a lucky escape. But he needs you now more than he ever has.
Are you really going to tell him everything?
Yeah. Good job I didn't, eh?
I can't stand it, you know.
You'll get better.
No. I can't stand the idea of you being tied to a sick old man.
Don't.
And I hate myself for thinking that.
Oh, come here.
Norris, you've worn me out.
Well, once the blood starts pounding through my varicose veins, there's no stopping me.
Tell you what, I'll go get some tea. You'll find a table.
All right, I'll see you in a minute.
You're on your holidays, are you?
Just for a week, yes.
You and your wife look like regular dancers.
Oh, no, Vera's not my wife. No, not at all. Well, and I haven't danced in years. Oh, sorry, but when I say she's not my wife, I don't mean anything untoward, you understand? No, we're here in a group. Her husband's one of the party.
You see a lot come and go here. Mostly they haven't got a clue, but I could have sworn from the way you move, you were professional.
Oh, flatter me, dear lady.
Not at all. Your partner's lacking in a bit of style and finish, but you compensating beautifully.
Well, we're just having a bit of fun, really.
I'm looking for a partner for the competition, if you're interested.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah, Doris. Have you seen these posters? They're having a dancing competition. We could go in for that, couldn't we? I love Aunt Vera.
Celeste Pickers.
Hey, there's nobody as good as us on that dance floor. What do you think?
Well, I would... Why not?
Adieu, Norris.
She trying to pick you up or what?
No.
Listen.
Don't say anything. Please, just don't say anything. I'm going to go back to the factory and make sure everything's okay.
Mike, wait a minute.
No, I can't. Please, just let me go, okay?
I see it as a community response to the problem, and obviously we'd only wish to act entirely within the law.
Obviously.
Yeah, sounds fine to me. Homework schemes can be really successful. I could put you in touch with the local community safety office if you like.
Well, that will be very helpful, thank you.
Well, I think you're spot on, right, lad. The law should take care of them that take care of themselves. If I got my hands on them burglars, I'd teach them a lesson they wouldn't forget.
Ah, well, here you go, Roy. You got your first recruit. Leslie will be your enforcer.
It'd be my pleasure to give them toe rags a good hiding.
I don't know what you've got to be so smug about. Stood here at the bar, quaffing, while your own aunt is having sleepless nights, worried about whether she's going to be broken into or not. If I was you, I'd go round and see her.
Well, you've wound him up.
You know it.
Eh?
You mean you've not heard?
Heard what?
If you ask me, it was Trace what brought it on. Man of his age trying to keep up with all her tricks.
You're talking about Mike, aren't you? Well, what's happened?
Heart attack.
Oh, my God. Well, why did nobody tell me?
Well, I'm telling you now.
Neighbourhood watch. I've just got a whole log of new electronic alarms in. They're the only protection you need.
Oh, aye. For them that can afford it. A decent alarm will cost you, what? More than most of the houses round here are worth.
No, that's rubbish. Any road, what matters is having that box on the wall.
How do you mean?
What burglar comes along, he's not going to break in, see if the alarm works, is he? He's going to move on to the next house. Just having that box on the wall. It's deterrent in itself.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand her not telling me, but well, Mark might have.
But he's not you a problem anymore, is he?
Fred, I was married to him for nearly 10 years. I mean, whatever our differences, I still feel... No, well, maybe you're right.
Now, Ma. Don't take on. Of course you're worried about him, but there's now you can do.
Oh, well, that's divorce for you, isn't it? Relegates you to the past and then vaporises you.
Hey, Jack, you're not going to believe the day I've had. You know, I haven't danced as much in 20 years.
Oh, she's quite a little mover, your lady wife.
You're telling me.
Hey, and we've entered for a dance competition, haven't we, Norris?
Yeah. What, like ballroom with all them funny dresses and that?
Oh, Tyrone, my young friend, until you've flung your arm round a lady in silk and squired around the floor, you haven't lived.
I've been meaning to pop around all day, but,
Well, you must excuse the mess. I've been a bit busy today.
Doing what, Auntie Em?
Oh, I don't know, this and that. Things seem to take so long. I should have been doing the book trolley at the hospital, but,
You've been sleeping down here?
Oh, just cat-napping.
Why didn't you call me?
What on earth for, Geoffrey? I'm perfectly all right.
You don't look all right to me. I should have come round before.
Oh, no. I don't want to become some silly, mithering old woman. You've got your job to do and your own life to lead.
Look, being broken into can be a terrifying experience. You don't have to be old to be unnerved by it. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, ever since it happened, my nerves have been in shreds. I can't sleep. I can't even bear to shut my eyes. They're going to come back, Geoffrey. I know they are. They're just waiting. They're waiting for me to lower my guard, and then they'll be back.
No. No, they won't. Look, I'm going to stay here tonight. No arguments. And everything's going to be okay. I promise you.
Are you coming over to the flat tonight?
No.
You must still want to see her.
Look, Linda, you've got to give me some time.
Listen to me, will you?
Every time we see each other, it just gets worse.
And every time we see each other, the more I realise I love you.
Now, was that really true? Or was it just another hook to keep me here?
Yes, it's really true. God knows. I wish it wasn't. Come on, let's go for a drink.